Hey guys, this is a little I hope you learn from me situation. As a stay-at-home mom, I have been able to jump into a lot of extra projects, and one of the things that's been really bothering me is smells. And I've always had, I can totally smell anything from a mile away. What is that? So anyways, one thing I really wanted to address was the cat litter box. Now, we got a pet Snowy a couple months before my son was born, so we've had it for about a year and a half. And it's been awesome, honestly. When it comes to day-to-day, it's really easy to manage, but I've never taken it apart and cleaned it fully. So I went looking for some videos, didn't really find any at this scale. And what I mean by at this scale is that we've never cleaned it. So we got it because I was pregnant and my husband didn't want to have to mess with the litter. Makes sense, right? And then my son was born, and then you have a newborn, and so you're not trying to mess with the litter. Well, in the last month or so, I feel like I've really been battling the cat litter smell, even with diffusers and just cleaning up around the house. So I decided today was a good day and I really wanted to get it cleaned out. I'm not proud of this. It's pretty gross and never taken the whole thing apart. So it's about time. It's going to be icky. Most people that I've seen giving reviews about this, they've only had it for a couple weeks, a couple months, maybe a year. So this is what it looks like to have not cleaned it, truly cleaned it inside and out, taking it apart for a year and a half. Now I've done parts, I've done the outside, done a little hallway, but never removing the barrel and getting all the way down and trying to get in all the grooves. So hopefully this is a lesson to you if you do get the pet Snowy. One, I think you will love it because it really does help with the day-to-day. I think it looks very sleek and very nice. I have 3 cats, and so it really makes it easy to manage the 3-cat situation. We have to empty it, I would say, every other day, which is great because if you're scooping litter in a normal traditional cat litter box 3 times a day for 3 cats, oh my goodness gracious. Ugh. So I'm just gonna try to be as raw as possible and show you what this looks like, and one, to show you what it takes to get down in there because I couldn't find any videos on it, and then number 2, what it looks like if you don't mess with it for a year and a half, which is not recommended. So hope you guys enjoy, and if you do get a box, get a pet Snowy. Honestly, they're awesome. So let's do it. Get rid of this little litter trapper. So the pet Snowy does have these nice bags that catch everything. So this one we put in yesterday. Because of the 3 cats, we do have to empty it. Oh my gosh, the cats are all like, what is happening? So pretty easy to remove the liner. Definitely helps keep your hands out. We're going to set this aside because I'm probably going to have to go outside, and you'll go out there with me. Yeah, as you can see, the door itself is messy, and I know the inside barrel looks terrible, so it's going to be real fun. So we're going to move over to here so you can see what's happening. So litter's accumulated at the top of the lid, and going to be pushing the trash can button. This one should empty the entire box. So let's see what happens. She's not smoking. Let's try this again. Maybe it doesn't like with the lids open. Let's see if that makes you happier. And holding down the trash can button to dump all the litter. I'm getting a blue flash. Still not emptying. And we hit the trash button to scoop. Yes, so there's a lot of accumulation, and you're going to see it right here at the bottom of the barrel where something or another didn't make it all the way through and scraped. I think that part of that smell issue that I'm running into is that residual urine or fecal matter just kind of being on the outside of the drum, and that's why I really want to clean this bad boy. So I'm going to see about it trying to hopefully dump the majority of the litter. As it goes back, the cats are very feisty. Nice. It looks like it actually, for the most part, is doing it. See, there's definitely junk in there. It's filtering out the litter from the last dump all the way down. I really want it to dump the litter though, so I can get that whole barrel out. As you can see, it did remove the chunks, which is great. So let me shut this. So we're gonna cut the power. Plug this bad boy. And I need to get a broom because I am picking up cat litter on my feet. Yuck, 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 yuck. Tell me, how many cats do you guys have? Have you looked into having a box like this before? Or something like this? I don't know how anybody just does the classic scooper anymore. Unless you're just starting out, maybe you don't know. This could really take you a lot of time in your life. So let's see about taking the lid off. No, brother. Oh, there's cat litter underneath there. Let's see. Lovely. So this part seems like I can probably just wipe this one out pretty good. Place it to the side. Came off pretty easy. And then there's lid, which also comes off really easy. So I'll just wipe those things off as soon as I get the opportunity. Here's the damage. So there's litter that's accumulated behind. Obviously the barrel is pretty gross. And then the cats are kicking into that. And as you can see, there's plenty of litter in there. It's not like the litter has been too shallow. And I have to refill it somewhat regularly. So it's not like the cats are just drowning in litter and that's why they're not able to keep it together. But here we are. I'm gonna try to sweep some of that into there. Unfortunately, the litter on the back side, there's a lot in this little groove. Let's see if I can show you guys. Very messy. And honestly, like I said, this should have been done a long time ago. As you can see, there is a lot that does not belong where it is, but that's okay. It's important to know what happens. I don't expect you to get this thing and not clean it out for a year. That's not what I would expect anybody to do. That is what I have done. So you are going to see, if you get a pet Snowy and you don't take it apart for a year, this is what happens. And I don't have a lot of excuses for that either, because my son is over a year old. So we got this thing, one, while I was pregnant. So I guess it's been more than a year. One, while I was pregnant, so my husband didn't have to deal with the litter. And then two, when you're recovering from having said child, you don't need one more thing to do when you're trying to find sleep and take care of a new person. And having to take a litter box apart definitely doesn't want to be one of the main things you need to be doing. But it is what it is. Alright, so we're going to sweep this out. We've accumulated a lot of litter outside of the box already. And again, there's no shame to pet Snowy. Like I said, I got 3 cats. So the amount of traffic that this thing gets is insane. Now, this area that we're in right now, I clean this area all the time. Just because of the Kit Kats, it's hard to... and the dogs. There's cat litter, there's hair. Gator, why do you gotta mess with everything? Boy, there's a little lip here too that has stuff, and I'll be wiping that off. What I need is me a little tool to get in these grooves. There we go. Let's get that loose litter. Also, Gator loves cleaning. He loves watching me clean, which is great because we like to do that a lot with other things. Well, I know one thing's for sure. I am gonna love the aftermath. One, it should smell better, number one. And then number two, I'll just feel better knowing that the litter has been addressed. Probably should have put them up because they're probably like, oh, taking a poo sounds great right now. You ever notice that? One cat will go and then the other ones are like, oh, we have a cat litter box, and then they want to go in there too. Excuse me, buddy. Move your butt. I have 2 air purifiers in here also. I think they're from Puro Air. I'll link them also. They're awesome. The filters pick up a lot of stuff. It's like that HEPA grade that you want to help purify. I do have to wipe off the outside of the machine because of the dog hair. The German Shepherd mixes, as you might imagine, have very wispy hair. This is what I kicked out from the front of it. This got kicked off from the front, the back side of it. We are collecting a lot of stuff here, you guys. A lot of stuff. I made the mistake the other day is when I tried to scoop up a lot of this, and I opened the door and a big gust of wind came in and just knocked all that hair right in my face. It was terrible. Also, I feel like this dustpan is fighting me on the little debris. Terrible. Ain't nothing worse than a dustpan. Ain't gonna catch nothing, ain't it? Just gonna set this aside into the trash. Like that. So, now for the main event. I am not sure what to do here. I hope that the dogs don't try to bum rush me. But I think I'm going to pick the barrel up and go outside with it. So what I'm going to do first is do my very best. Now, I don't know if it's still out of stock, but the Pet Snowy did have an out of stock situation on the little mat that goes there. The one that I do not have anymore. So I've been having to scoop what's in here back in. They're just totally making a mess. And I have cleaned this out so many times. Not just do this, but take a paper towel, take that, what you call it. It's the, I'm gonna have to go get it. I'll show you guys in a second. For the most part, it's really all you can really get when it comes to this thing, because it's not like it's a spoon. All right, we got that. Let's to the side. Let's see what we can get. Let's figure out about this barrel situation. Wash the heck out of my hands later. So there's the barrel. You can see down in there. Y'all see that? Oh, that's why it stank. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this thing outside, and then I'm gonna have to scrape the heck out of that thing. So I'm gonna open the door, back up the cat. Trash man's come yet. There's some chunks stuck in there. I'm gonna need a stick. Should have brought that kitty litter scoop out here. That'd have been smart. There we go. Here's a good old trusty stick. And she broke. There's some chunks in there. That one that was at the front. Go lay down. Just trying to get all those things that are stuck off of there. I think this thing needs a good spraying out. Honestly, I don't want to put it in my sink. I'd rather spray it out here than maybe do a good spray and wiping down once the majority of that debris is gone. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's a good idea. Maybe so. Now what I wonder is there's a mesh mat that it sits in. I wonder if it's malleable. Hopefully that's okay if it gets wet. I don't know how long it'll take to dry, but we're going to get it figured out. Pull that down. Hose. Let me go get that hose real quick. So this has been part of the stay-at-home mom life thus far, is getting into projects and handling stuff that has been needing to be handled. And I am very appreciative, even if some of it is icky, but it's worth it because I get to help take care of my family and handle stuff that people, they say they're waiting for the weekend to handle it. And on the weekend, you just want to relax. Do that standing home. So they're like, what the heck are you doing out here, Mom? It's a big anthill right there. We just got a good rain last night. So of course the ants are gonna be out the wazoo. All right, we got the hose back. We got Beavis and Butthead over here. All right, we're gonna see what we can get dressed by this barrel, which the dogs are probably gonna be really interested in what we're doing. That's okay. I got it sitting on top of this thing. I don't have a high pressure sprayer, but should be enough to get a lot of this debris off. Make it easier for me to clean, I'm sure. It's just stinking. And I don't know if I have a super sensitive nose. I feel like I always have, at least for the gross stuff. But I am just tired of it. I come home looking for the stink. I don't know how well you can see inside of that barrel. We are going to get rid of that debris. Now what's going to be interesting, what happens on the inside of the thing in there. Well, it's coming off pretty good, which is good. Now I hope that Snowy don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to show you what I'm dealing with. Oh, hi, Cricket. I love the product. I really do. Oh, there we go. I love me the pet Snowy. Like I said, it's saved us so much heartache and hassle with the cat litter box. Especially for my husband, because he loves the cats. He don't love the cat litter. Nobody does. No one loves that part. Well, that's looking a lot better. I'm just putting my thumb over it. Nothing too special. But I'd rather do this out here than in my house. Spray off what I can. And the cool thing is it's hot as heck in Texas right now. So I'll be able to let this sit out in the sun a little bit while I'm doing the other part. All right. So that's looking significantly better, you guys. Significantly better. I don't know what else might need to get sprayed out. We're going to go ahead and turn off the water. What I'm thinking is I'm just going to tip this over so it can drain. Let it sit in the sun. Oh, some icky stuff on the backside. I'm going to spray that real quick. I'm sure that's just aerating. There we go. Perfect. Gotta love the power of a garden hose. All right. So while that's drying, handle it. It's a real mess. So that's out there drying. Cats have been in here being like, what the heck's going on? So I think that right there is the culprit. That stuff. So I'm thinking we're going to scrape it with the cat litter scooper. See how much of it we can get down in. Oh, that's why it was so stinky. Because it never could get rid of that stuff. Honestly, I might just have to get me a butter knife if I have to. We're going to have to definitely sanitize the heck out of this thing. So there's these little soft bristles that the barrel rolls on. Those are probably really going to need some attention. I wonder how to replace those. That's definitely why I'd be stinking. This is so gross. But you know what? I went looking for a video and I couldn't find one. And I was like, people do review videos, their boxes are all pretty, and they're not showing you what's happening. I'm showing you the nitty gritty. And maybe you're a person who likes orders and stuff, and so you're like, oh, maybe you're really barfed out. I don't know. I'm not proud of this by any means. This is really embarrassing, but it's just the reality of it. You get these machines, and you still got to take care and do the things, and that's not been what's happening over here. So this is what you get. But I tell you one thing, this feels so much better now. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna get all this debris out of all these little spots, and then what is that? I tell what that is. We're gonna get all the debris out of these little spots, and I'm gonna sanitize this thing. I'm gonna take the spray, I'm gonna take the drawer out when I'm done, spray that down, then wipe down the barrel. I think just give everything a good wipe down. I gotta show you the stuff that kind of helps. It's called urine destroyer, I think. I'm gonna get that stuff out of there. It shows you how much litter gets stuck in places. And I don't think it's necessarily, maybe it's because of the condition of the barrel. Maybe it was the condition of the barrel, that's why a lot of this got stuck. I don't know. I guess I'll be able to tell you now because I'm going to be cleaning this thing more regularly, that's for sure. You guys can be proud. We'll have to do a little update. I'm not sure then the next time is I'll have to clean it. You know what? I'm sure there's some recommendation somewhere on the Pet Snowy box when to take the whole thing apart, get it cleaned. And paper towel, Ms. Myers, so we can move some of that stuff out of there. Have something to put it in. I am floored by the situation, but as you can see, you know what? This thing needed this, so we're going to start with dry brush and try to get some of this stuff out of here. I wish I had an aerator or something to get in these little spots. My son's sleeping right now, and I was like, I have to get in there. I have to handle this situation while I can. And when seriously, I tried looking up a video on what to do. Nothing. There's almost nothing on. And there's people that I've had this Pet Snowy for a couple weeks, couple months. I had this thing over a year. I'd say March. So April, May, June, July, so a year and 3 or 4 months. That boy down. Said I was going to dry brush it out, and then here I am wetting it out. But it's just a little grease, get it moving. I do not have gloves, so part is what it is. That's okay, though. We can wash our hands. I'm not gonna touch our face. I'm gonna use the other hand to touch the, move the microphone with the phone stand. Even in these wheels, all these little crevices are just asking to hold on to that urine smell. So even if we did a really good job wiping everything down, cleaning everything out, still be dealing with that. But again, maybe it wouldn't be this bad if it would have been done more frequently. I'm not sure. This thing's definitely going to get its wipe down best we can. This part, I wonder if I can take that off. I didn't even think about it coming off. I'm sure I can actually. We might do that here in a second. Let's get this all wiped out and then let's see. Now I don't know if this thing comes apart. Let's see. Warranty seal voided from movement. Let's see. So I don't know. This part may not come apart actually. It's kind of hoping. Now, usually what's good to do too, get hot wet towel, get in all these spots. Just keep spraying it down, get in those little spots. See, in those little grooves, there's a bit. There we go. Get all that out. If we're in here, we might as well do what we can to clean out all the grooves. Needs more sweeping, but all that, and all those spaces. Yeah, it's very interesting. And what we're doing, I kind of use the same method and get in. Now y'all gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait, Minnie. Gotta loosen this situation all up. That just shows you how much this thing can hold on to. And again, it may not be this bad if you clean more regularly. But if you don't clean for a year, over a year, we might have done it one time. We might have pulled this thing apart one time, maybe right before the baby was born. A couple months into having it, but we definitely have not done anything with it in a year. I don't want to jack it up by messing with it too much, but definitely cat litter stuck to it. Get out of there. You know what? I'm going to have so many boogers after this is over because I don't have a mask on. I don't normally wear masks for any reason, so I'm not paying the price here. So if this is the hand clean situation that you were looking for, we don't have anything special. We're not a cleaning channel. Just gonna use what we got just to clean up. I think that's pretty alright. Now we're gonna do what we can. So I'm gonna set this knife in the sink so we can get hot sanitized. I'm actually gonna warm up a bowl of water, hot water, and I'm gonna put some pine sol in it. So I'm gonna throw it in the microwave about 2 minutes so it can get nice and hot. And we're gonna use that to really wipe this thing out. We're gonna wipe out the lid and the cover first, because those are relatively clean. Not clean, but they need to be sanitized, but they don't have debris on them. Now we're gonna hit this thing up. So here, very intently watching the situation. All right, so now we're just gonna do some dry rubs to try to get, like I said, as much of this debris out of here as possible. Wipe it down. And then the pine sol is gonna help us sanitize. If I can get the debris situation under control, it'll be so much easier to clean the rest of this thing. Let's hit it again. I love this Miss Myers. Hopefully, let's hope that the pine sol isn't too aggressive for the cats. Sometimes cats don't like super strong smells unless they're stinky. They love the stinky stuff. Going through a lot of paper towels. But I just don't want to put cat litter in my washer. So it's basically like little rocks. So I'm just trying to get this outside real quick. Very interested in the situation. That's our hot water, pine sol. We'll use a towel for that because I feel like the fiber is definitely going to help grab stuff a little bit better. Sometimes paper towel just moves it around. Done. Yeah, as soon as I get done with this, when the boy wakes up, I get a chance to finish what I'm doing. Otherwise the kids, my big girls, are going to have to be in charge so I can finish. We're going to go over and see a friend, so that'll be nice. A little reward to our cleaning. That, nice and clean. Keep working our way down. I wish I had some kind of blower tool, blowout. Could have blown a lot of this debris down. The only thing is, that little wheel piece, I don't know what turns that, if that's a motor or what. I have to use the knife to get back down in there and go get it out of the sink. Just trying to get a portion of that out. Now I'm starting to feel like, even though I want this thing to be perfectly clean, I might not be able to get it perfectly clean. It might result in more frequent visits to this. Oh shoot. Only because really I want it to be nice and cleaned out. However, without having an instruction guide to maybe getting in some of this stuff, I might have done goofed myself a little bit. I won't be able to get into some of this with the, what you call it, paper towel, not paper towel, washcloth. These little wheels, I'm sure they come out some way, shape, or form. Of course, I don't know how that works. I'm not wheeling with them. I'm not wheeling and dealing. What you doing, babe? What? That's that water I need, babe. No, it's water for, I'm going to use it to try to clean this real quick. Not yet, I got to put some pine sol in it. I haven't put vinegar in it. You're probably smelling the cat litter box stink. Alright, got the pine sol in the bowl. Put the nasty knife back in there. And we're going to hit this with one more paper towel, I think. I think I already said that before, but spray it so I can get it to come off. The wheels definitely are dirty. But, like I said, if anything, it's getting cleaner than it's been. So, I'm just grateful that I'm here with you guys and getting this thing cleaned up. Not sure, babe. Not sure. So much debris coming out of this thing. I almost keep fibbing about these paper towels. Let's do what I got. This knife, get in there. Keep going over to the sink. So, get this pine sol towel, and we're going to reformulate where we're at. I'm going to let that kind of relax there for a little bit. We're going to wipe out some other stuff. So, we got the lid and the outer barrel. Wipe that off first because it has less debris or surface issues. And then that way we know that's good and clean and we're not going to be bringing more debris into the other litter box, the other part of the litter box. So this is about 1/4 cup of pine sol. I love the pine sol smell. I think it smells so good. Just going to wipe all that off. Got a little bit of cat litter probably getting kicked up on it, which you can see some pieces kind of coming off. But for the most part, it doesn't get too much. The cats stand on top of it. Even underneath is pretty good. Set that aside. Probably gonna have to do another little sweep when we're done here. Dip that in there again. Just gonna try to hit all of the pieces on the inside. We'll flip it over too and do the outside too. There's just a little bit of cat litter that's gotten stuck from the cats being inside. This is the part of the barrel that they're inside, so if anything's going to get kicked up, this is the place for it to do it. Do it. 2 minutes, starting now. Oh, and there's a lot of cat litter on the floor, so I don't want it to get on your socks, so you're going to have to take those socks off. She just wants to be over here because I'm recording. It can't smell good. There's a nasty kitty litter box right there. You mean the pine saw? Smell the pine saw? Well, then the pine saw is doing its job. What I'm hoping is when we come back over from our friend's house, that when we walk in, it's not straight cat litter. Because like I said, even with the air filter and the diffusers, you can still smell the cat litter. And I do not like that. It breaks my heart because we really try to keep everything clean. But lo and behold, the truth lies in this thing needed to be broken down. I already showed them, Kiki. I know. I'm trying to be as quick as possible so that when Coulter wakes up, because otherwise you're going to have to watch him and he's going to be real big mad that he can't come over here while I'm cleaning. He will not understand. Which this thing actually gets wiped off pretty regularly because when I come through the room and I do all the surface cleaning, I wipe this thing off a lot just because the cats jump on it, so it gets hair and I'm sure some fecal debris probably gets stuck to it in some capacity, so it definitely gets wiped down. It's good to hit it with a good sanitizer. Right? It's not perfect, but it is what it is. We can get it cleaned up. Right, now we just need to do a little sweep because it did knock some debris out, so we'll do that real quick since we're going to be stepping in that area. And then we're going to hit the inside of this thing with the pine saw, and then I think we might be able to start putting ourselves back together. Pine saw stuff. But yeah, so we're sweeping up less cat litter than we ever have. Hopefully it helps the situation with the little hallway. Again, I don't know what their deal is, why they feel like they have to kick it up right there. We're just about there, aren't we? They're out there barking, wouldn't know what they're barking at. So we're just going to work our way down like a tornado. So we're going to hit the top of this. Probably going to smell a lot better too once we get that trap issue. This down. You don't want to eat it all? Why not? So I'm trying. I want to go down all the way. I just want to try to work my way down. Push anything that is going on down further. No, I'm not doing that because one subject at a time. The racks definitely help us get into some of those corners. It'd be so much better. It's looking better, right? It's definitely looking better. Fridge. When the dogs bark, somebody's walking up to my house, and that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Do not come to my house unannounced. Do not come to my house. I don't expect you. Oh man, it gets under my skin so bad. Almost offensive. I'm offended. I don't mean to be like that, but I am. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this wheel. It's got this little stuff in here. I should get out of there. Thankfully, I got some long nails, so I'm gonna try to do that a little bit. And I'm thinking as I might take this thing outside, let it see the sun. That might help too with the cloth. These little bristles, it's like, I might be questioning that. If you can't take them out, I mean, should they be cloth? I'm dealing with supply of debris here. I would not think that they would use that, would not be a choice. But I didn't even know they were there, to be honest. So I got this far in. I started getting cleaning on it. Baby, what? Oh, getting a good cleaning. Get that wheel and foot so I can get more off of it. Keep the wheels move. Wipe it. Two. I'm gonna do one more little soaky wipe down. I think we're doing pretty good getting that stuff off, and then what I think I'll do is I'm gonna take this whole piece outside and let it sit in the sun for a minute and see if I can get that barrel clean. I'll have to probably get some more hot water. I think it's been pretty dang good. Like I said, it's not gonna be perfect, but you've seen it at the beginning. Definitely better off than it was. 100%. My advice, friends, is maybe take this thing apart a little more frequently. Maybe have some backup parts available so that you can handle the mess. So don't get like this, because this nasty. It's real gross. So we're going to dump this water out. Move this pan out the way. Let's grab these in here, move those. Like that. There's definitely some cat debris in there. And then we're going to add some more water. We're going to bring the barrel in while this thing sits outside. get this water back in the microwave for a couple minutes, get nice and hot. 2 minutes. Alright. Plus we got this cat litter we need to get rid of. Paper towels, put that up there. Let's open up some white in here. There we go. Pull the drawer out. This is the tricky part. There is a chamber, as you can see, underneath there. We're going to have to sweep out. So hopefully we can get most of it. Then we'll get it in there with a hot rag. Let's go. Now I have cleaned this out before because again, for some reason, and it might have just been the cleaning the barrel part, there was some debris that was building up in the back. And I could not shut the drawer all the way. Let's see if I can get in there. So again, that Snowy, I like it. I really do. Does it capture every little bit? No. How much of that is user error? I'm not sure. But again, if you're just assuming that everything's working out and you don't got to worry about none of that stuff, you may not think, maybe I should take this whole thing apart and see where all the litter's going. Lucky. Litter up. Put this in the trash. We got hot water ready. Gonna wipe it off. See from there. Super hot water. Throw another thing of pine sol in there. Nice. Ready to roll. Let's get our towel. Now I think I'm gonna chunk this one, and I'm gonna get a fresh towel. Well, you know what? No, be alright. We got Stevie. Everywhere there's litter, it's definitely a possibility that it's going to be trapped with bacteria and stink, especially if it's wet litter. It may not always be wet litter, but just in case you want to get in here and get clean. Oh yeah. On the plus side, pine sol is getting on the floor, which it's going to desperately need considering how much cat litter is in there. This gives us a chance to wipe underneath here too. This will probably need to get hit out with paper towels. Make sure we get all that stuff there. Thing out of the tracks. It's a real situation. Set that in there. It's very hot. I almost made the mistake. It's almost too hot. Just a little bit. I don't want to get it under my feet. I sure hope this works. I sure hope this helps us feel better. Like I said, at least I know it's going to be cleaner because I cleaned it. But it's just been disheartening. Like I said, the amount of cleaning effort that's been taking place just to get this thing where it needs to go. Pretty bad, actually. Oh, put the mother bone up there. Something that's scraped and caked underneath. Wish I could show you guys. It's right underneath where the tray goes in. All that stuff scrapes across that top. So that's going to be something. Let's see if I can show you. Flip it under there. Not sure how well it's going to do. That ridge goes in there. That's where that thing comes out. It was all up underneath there. It's like, hey, look underneath there real quick. I'm sure glad I did. I wouldn't say there's too many uncleanable spaces for this thing. However, there is lots of, you need to be flexible, I guess. A less flexible person may have more trouble cleaning in here. Now we can go back in with paper towel. She deserves it. Because honestly, like, the fact that we don't have to scoop the litter every day, and that for the most part we can just change the bag, wipe it down, that is a gift. That's definitely a gift. And I couldn't have done it without you, Patsy. Pregnancy, my husband thanks you. When the baby was born, I thank you. We both thank you there. So, even if it ain't perfect, it don't gotta be perfect. That's perfect. Sweet deal. Now that's done. So we got big part done, little part done. That thing is good and cleaned out. We're gonna take those bags out to the trash. There's something nasty right there. It's like something I pushed into the ground. It's on my knee. Gross. But that's why I put shorts on, took pants off, because I didn't want to have to get anything. Again, that tells you what needs to get cleaned up around here. The cat litter box, you just want it to be okay. You don't want to have to deal with it. And maybe that's why some of you deal with the classic one, because you can see there's no moving parts, there's no issues. But if you got 3 cats, you're going to be scooping that thing all the time. So, at least in this instance, we can work to get it all addressed. I wonder if I should have, if I need to put that thing outside, or maybe I can just let it dry. Still a little bit of debris right in there. I have to try to get that real quick. I didn't see it until I stood up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These little kind of grooves is kind of hard to see. But you take everything out, you can see it. Then you can start getting in there. I'm sure I'm grateful for paper towels and the Pine Sol. Paper towels and Pine Sol. That'd be a good name for a channel. You want cleaning? Who doesn't like to smell Pine Sol? Some people are real stuck on their certain brands like Awesome or Fabuloso. I used to be a Fabuloso girl way back in the day. It's been a long time. I still do like the smell, but I feel like Pine Sol smells fresher. It's supposed to smell like pine outdoors. It smells like clean. Can't really get in those little grooves very well. Not super great. Not a ton left in there. It's gonna kill somebody's OCD for me not to get that. But we're going on about an hour of cleaning. So, alright. So now that that's addressed, we're gonna wipe this thing out. That was all the leftover stuff. I think we can set this down, hold that, get the debris in there. And then this one I think we can just give a good spray down. Chain on my phone dancing around. So the actual tray doesn't seem to be getting too dirty, which is pretty nice. Just a little whatever that is. This is for how much cat litter this thing transports. It has very little issues with debris that I can see. Just a few contact spots, probably again from that barrel not being able to empty all the way. Just kind of sloshing around maybe is what I'm thinking. Let's see if it catches on there. Get this right here. This is actually pretty darn good shape. If you're looking for a self-cleaning situation, I still believe Pet Snowy 100% is a great idea. Hopefully this is a lesson to you to take your machine apart and look at it more frequently than once a year. I sure hope not. So we got that bag in there. We got the previous bag, which was full and it was time to change it. And I always do the 2-bag method, so you can take the first bag and seal it up so you're not dealing with whatever's wafting out. You still got that secondary bag, especially if there's a break or something like that. And last thing's going to be just getting that barrel. And the barrel shouldn't need too much. I don't think she's going to need too much. So that's back in there. We'll get back together. Guys, we're almost there. Hallelujah. Let's get that barrel. Let's see. Not bad. So, barrel doesn't look half bad. It's actually almost all dry. There's a little bit of moisture in there still, but we sprayed the heck out of it. So I do see a little cloudiness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this out real good so I'm not leaving extra moisture on salt, and give it a good wipe. See a little moisture. Not bad. Not terrible. Little ant, what are you doing in here? Little bugs decided to jump on there. Wanted to ride inside. That hose did a pretty darn good job getting most of that stuff off, which is awesome. So I really wanted to try to get most of that debris off. And hopefully the cat litter will help soak up some of that moisture too. There's a little bit of debris on it, but I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just trying to wipe down the inside of this with our newer bowl of Pine Sol and get all that cleaned up in there. Looks pretty good. And Pet Snowy has a ton of stuff you can use to change stuff out if you need to. Just replace the parts. I might need to look into that now that we've got this cleaned up. Maybe for next time. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. Put that in there. Now there is a small bit of debris on that. That's okay. I'm going to spray the outside of the barrel. There, guys. Almost there. I keep saying that, but it's like a pep talk I give my kids when we're trying to get stuff done. Get the outside a good wipe down. Again, this part doesn't come in too much contact, but remember from the beginning, we saw a lot coming along this area, and it was holding on to stuff. It was caking stuff on. We don't want that. That barrel nice and clean so that 1, it's clean, 2, it smells better, and we can live our life again happy and stinky free. Alright, that looks great. So we are gonna start moving everything back into position. Wow, so the barrel just sits right in there. Trash bag over. Got a lot of moisture on the ground and all this stuff. Again, cat litters never-ending flex. Not loving that, but again, that's what you deal with when you got little fuzz balls. So that's back on there. Now we're gonna get the lid back on, and we're gonna add some litter and plug it back in. I'm not too particular on the litter. What is nice about the Pet Snowy is it has the big chunk option, and you can also do the classic, the lightweight stuff. I buy the lightweight stuff. I don't know, I've never really tried it with my cat doing the, I might have to get this thing woken up before I put the litter in, actually, so let's try that. So we're gonna put lid back on, and we'll put this back on. Looks like she's picked up some debris. We're gonna have to clean that up, wipe that off again. Paper towels are our friends. I like using paper towels for stuff I'm gonna throw away. For you, mystery stuff. Sitting in some. Get the Snowy back into position. Debris, dust right here in the handle portion, and the dogs all come through here too, so deal with their rubbing up against on stuff. We'll get this plugged back in, get her back on the network. It is Wi-Fi enabled, so there's an app that'll tell you if there's an issue or if somebody's been stuck in there too long. It's trying to wake up is my assumption. And set this aside. Give that a second. I'm gonna take this cat litter mat and outside. Take it out. Dogs are ready to come inside, I bet. It's hot today in Texas. But they always trying to get out. They're always trying to leave. So the barrel's in position, ready for litter adding. What we're gonna do is pour the litter in there, get it up to the fill line. Hopefully this is right. See how that looks. Check that. And before we hit the weigh button, we're gonna put in, just in case it decides it wants to dump something. Hopefully not, because I didn't initiate a dump, but put a bag in there. Like I said, the bags are super easy. Back that up. Put this up here. It's trying to figure out what's happening. Pull this all the way out. And we just snap that on there. And my kids even help with this part. That's what's so nice about it, is the middle child, who's 8, she's doing it before that too. Figures this out. Now, let's see what happens. My sweet Snowy. So we are gonna make it decide that it knows what the weight is. I hear it moving around, so we might just be trying to cycle in case there is anything. Hopefully it doesn't dump anything below. I won't mess with the lid in case it's doing something. It does say it's clean, and that's what that little indicator is. It's trying to decide what the weight it is it's dealing with, so that's why it's cleaning. It's got that little cleaning blink. Cats are gonna be so happy. It's like it's still thinking, Looney, don't you come over here yet. It's deciding, filtering it out. I would say, in short, that the Pet Snowy has been a great addition to our family. It is very easy to manage on the day-to-day. I would say maybe love your Pet Snowy more than I have, because the fact that, well, honestly, the fact that it didn't really start smelling like it has, I'd say in the past month, I feel like I started battling cat litter smells. And I thought, man, they're just kicking it in the hallway, which they have been kicking it in the hallway. Oh, and let me show you this stuff right here. Urine Destroyer. I like to spray this after I clean it out in the hallway, on the little walkway, and on the mat. And that just helps helps eliminate and destroys the urine smells. And helps if there's residue. So it sounds like it's good. Check under the hood. Yep, barrel's nice and ready. Hot dog. Da-da-da-da. Amazing. All right. Well, so that took me an hour and a half. Now, meanwhile, I was moving you guys around and chit-chatting with you, talking to my kids. But moral of the story is, Pet Snowy, I think it's a great item for your home. It's been a great addition to ours. Make sure you clean it a little more frequently than I did. But if you do have to take it apart, this is what you're going to deal with. So hopefully this is a lesson for everyone, mostly myself. And I'll report back next time I need to clean it up, how much easier it is to clean now that we've done a deep clean. Hope you guys have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.